Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the In Between Podcast. My name is Jake.
And I'm Leah.
So, it has been a long time.
It's been a minute. We have taken a little hiatus. Life happened.
A lot of life happened, and
we had a baby.
Normal.
We had a whole baby since our last season. We started a nonprofit. And we've had all these incredible episodes recorded that we just haven't released yet. But we've been busy, and we have exciting things in the works.
Yeah, so we will try to catch you up on where we're at. So yeah, we do have a new season coming up, which is this will be the beginning of that. The intro for that new season is kind of an intro episode. So we've been still recording throughout the past year or so since our last season dropped. So some of our podcasts that we have lined out for this coming season, their timing might be different in those podcasts. We may look different from that time. I know I certainly do.
I think I was pregnant during some of the recordings, maybe, and I'm no longer pregnant, so I look a little bit different. But yeah, we have some really fun episodes coming up, and some of them we recorded a year ago, some of them were recorded half a year ago. But in the meantime, we started our nonprofit. I think we should talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, if you look behind us, this is one of the results of the nonprofit, which our executive director, let's let our executive director talk about a little bit.
So I guess that's me. So we have been hosting artists at the In Between for years. We hosted our first artist in, I think, 2018. We hosted Erica. And that's right. Since then, we've hosted about 20 artists a year for an artist residency program. A lot of the guests we've had on this podcast have been artists that we've hosted in our off season. And this year, we decided that if we started a nonprofit, we could raise money to host more artists, to give artists stipends, to do art in the community. There's just so much more we could do if we weren't just doing this on the side for funsies and spending all of our own resource to do it. And so we launched officially this year the Infant and Artist Residency, which we are super pumped about. We hosted, I think, close to 30 artists this year. We had several residency sessions where we blocked off our entire property just to host artists. We did another collaboration with Zuzu with the Wild Walls Artist Retreat, where her friends came in and painted beautiful murals. And we have a really fun event down the pipeline for September of 2026. So a whole year from now, we are doing the Terra Text Art Festival, where we're going to bring in muralists and land artists and earth artists to come and put art all throughout Concan and Lakeview. So different businesses will have permanent public art pieces for people to enjoy.
Yeah, super exciting.
Super excited.
Because it's not just going to be, the goal is to not just have a painting type of art, murals. We're hoping to get maybe some sculptures.
Yeah.
Some other cool things that we can spread out throughout the canyon, the Frio Canyon.
So that's what the land art and the earth art is about. So they're artists that will be making art out of natural resources and natural materials. One of the most incredible things about our area is the natural landscape, and people come out here to see how beautiful it is, to engage with nature. So we're hoping to get a pretty good amount of land artists and earth artists that will engage with that natural resource in the landscape rather than compete with it. That's the hope, is that this art just looks like it's built of the earth and that it belongs in the natural landscape.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. And I do have to say, go ahead.
I was going to say that's a segue into... is that where you were going?
No.
You go.
I wanted to say about the residency, since we've kind of have started it unofficially and then officially, It has been great interacting with the artists, and they have had a lot of positive feedback to to be out in nature. Most of the artists, if not all of them, come from urban areas. So when they come out to the hill country, Garner State Park, here in the Frio Canyon, and then they explore to the other canyons, whether it's the Sabinal Canyon, Utopia. Um, they just fall in love with it. They fall in love with it, and it kind of gives them inspiration to want to create, and kind of recharges their batteries, which I think that's what our area does for a lot of folks. That's why it's our area, Texas Hill Country, and Concan, Lakeview, Campwood, Utopia, Vanderpool. I mean, all our surrounding areas here where we live, the Hill Country. That it's people love it because it's a place where they can come and recharge and rejuvenate, and then go back home to society and I guess the normal day-to-day lives.
A couple of the episodes that we recorded for this season are with some of the artists that were staying with us during one of the residency sessions.
Yeah.
And we have some really fun conversations with them.
Yeah. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's not just artists. We have other folks that stayed with us too, or maybe we are from the community. So stay tuned for that. We're hoping to be dropping podcasts every week, possibly on Mondays is kind of what we're thinking.
So the art segues into the next thing I want to talk about, which is an event coming up Labor Day weekend in Lakey at the Springs, and it is a family-friendly bike fest and fun run. And this is where it ties into the art. They invited us to bring in a bunch of the artwork that we've collected from the artists that have stayed with us. So we have several pieces of beautiful artwork that we will be bringing and displaying at their event, so people can learn more about the Infrathen and the artist residency, and they can check out the beautiful art that was made. What is very exciting about this event is something new in Lakey. I'll let you talk about that because I know you're excited to talk about it.
Yeah, it is. So the Bike Fest is going to be in combination with and kind of at this new park in Lakey, which is a bike park, and it's called Bushong Mountain Bike Park. And that's Bushong, Bushong Mountain Bike Park. It's a free park, and this local guy had this great idea to do that, and had kind of put this together with some other collaboration with other people in the area, and it is such a beautiful park. We, myself and Leah and our two daughters, which one was in a stroller, we were able to hike one of the paths that one of the walking paths or trails that it has, and we did it in a stroller, and we were not anticipating it. We thought it was gonna be a little. We were trying to do a little hike, and it ended up being a little longer than
it's a
we
good
wanted. But
it's a good loop. It's a good flat hike. But the rest of the hike, so the biking trails are not flat. They go up a hill on the backside of this hill with beautiful, beautiful views. So there's a really good combination of flat, easy trails for people with kiddos, and then more experienced, steeper adventurous trails for people on bike.
Yeah. We were told that this is one of the, if not the best mountain bike park in Texas. So it's primarily a mountain bike park. So there are trails up the hills and switchbacks, and so all the fun stuff for folks who like to mountain bike.
And it's all free and open to the public, and it's just such an incredible community asset for both those of us who live here and those that are visiting. It's just an incredible gem of a park.
Yeah. And we always talk about, needing things for folks to do here in the area that don't revolve around just going to the river, which the river is great. And this is that need. This is filling a void, a huge void for us, especially for us who depend on tourism out here, which is the biggest industry in our area. So yeah, super excited about that park, and we need to go over there again. It's
Yeah.
been a while.
Yeah, we need to take. We're gonna go for the bike fest.
Well, we
And
will
we
be
can
there.
take Luna's little bitty bike. One thing about the bike fest is this one specifically, they're very focused on families. So there'll be lots of kids with their bikes and lots of families with their bikes. So Luna will have her little tricycle out on the trail. Um, so I wanted to talk a little bit about, some of the episodes that we recorded. Um, One in particular was recorded over a year ago, and that was with Jan and Annalisa from Songs on the Frio. Since that episode, Songs on the Frio 2024 already happened, and Jake and I got to go because of that episode that we recorded with them. I was so inspired by what they were talking about, and it just seemed like such an incredible event for the area, and so I offered to volunteer and help them with social media. And after attending the 2024 event, my mind was so blown. And it is such a beautiful, incredible event. And all of that, us being part of it was just because of that episode that we recorded with them. And just hearing them talk about their vision and their heart behind it, it was so inspiring to me. So coming up in a couple of months, November 7th through 9th, is Songs on the Frio 2025.
Yeah. And give that episode a listen whenever we release it. It's probably going to be one of the first ones we release. So you can learn more about it. But we had never been up until that point. And but then after attending, we got it. We understood why, you know, there was all the raise about it. And yeah, I'm sold, and I want to continue to go each year because it's different each year. There's this just to kind of give you a little bit background on the songwriters that make hit songs for these big country artists that you hear on the radio. You know, you don't hear about them. You probably don't know about them. Most probably don't know that they exist, which is unfortunate because they have these beautiful, they're able to tell these stories and write these songs that connect with people, and thousands and millions of people.
You may not know their names, but you know the names of the people that they've written for.
Right.
George Strait, Carrie Underwood, Kelly Clarkson.
So each year there's different ones that come. And what makes it special is they talk about this song that they wrote and kind of how it came about. And then when they tell you, it's like, oh, yeah, I know that song. And then it all kind of, it's like full circle. It connects everything. And it's just very special and intimate. And then that's just one night. But it's multi-event night or multi-day event.
But we don't want to say too much because we want them to listen to the podcast with Jan and Annalisa.
Yes. So listen to the podcast. I'll stop right there before I what's
Spill the beans.
Yes. Word vomit. Okay. So check that episode out. It's with Jan and Annalisa. And so that's another event that's coming up. But there are several other events, some new and some that have been going on for a while, like the Fall on the Frio barbecue cook-off, Field Country. There's some new ones like Smoke Show on the Frio at Clearwater Ranch and Resort, and then Ren on the Frio, which is at Rio Frio RV Park. So yeah, just follow along. And usually we post about stuff that's going on in the area. So a lot of new things. But one of the most important, exciting things that's coming up in this area, it's going to happen in 2026. besides terror attacks,
Hey.
is the 100-year anniversary of the Niels family. It's a lot of history there for Concan. And
it's really the history, and it's the 100-year anniversary of tourism in Concan.
Basic celebration. Yeah.
It's a huge celebration, and 100 years of people coming to Concan for vacation, to get away from the city, to come, out and experience nature. And it's a really, really big deal.
Yeah. So we're hoping to have a podcast on that soon. So we got some very interesting locals that we'd like to get on here to get y'all to meet them and hear from them, not from us, but from their own mouths. And there's such a gem, and so hopefully we can have them on, and you'll know about it whenever we actually do it. So stay tuned. What else do we got?
I think that's it.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry we've been gone for so long. So hopefully, it's kind of how it's gonna go. We'll just release some periodically. It's our season. It's gonna be seasonal. So we kind of just put them out as they come, and we appreciate y'all following along. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, whether it's on YouTube or on a podcast platform. Give us a 5-star review or thumbs up if you're on YouTube. That's going to be helpful for us. And yeah, I think that's all we got.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
All right. Adios, everyone. And we will see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.